All right, what's going on, y'all? My name is Cord Campbell, and I'm going to do a demo of Hyperia again. This is a much shorter demo, more digestible maybe for people trying to understand what's going on here with a couple of these projects I'm working on. So Nemesis 8 is a containerized system for running AI agent frameworks. So it could be any type of agent framework. Out of the box, we're going to support Codex, Claude, Gemini CLI, probably the LangChain one, OpenClaw, and maybe a couple others out of the box, out of the gate when we release this. This is already sort of out. You can run it. You can go to the GitHub. It's running at nemesis8.nuts.services. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ensure I've got Hyperia running. Hyperia is a terminal written in Electron, so it's cross-platform. It'll run on Windows, Mac, and Linux. And you'll be able to run anything inside of it. You can run a bash terminal, you could secure shell to something. The SSH stuff's not done yet, but you're going to be able to do whatever you like inside of here, just like any other terminal application, but it's based on Electron, so we can do things like images. I did promise last week that I'd show doing images in here. This is a shorter format video though, so I'm going to pick up that demo in the next video. So be sure and check that out when it comes out. But for today, I'm going to show you the MCP tool interconnect. So I'm inside of Claude here, and Claude has installed a Hyperia MCP connector, which allows us to open a new tab in Hyperia. So I've only got one window open. I could open multiple windows, so I could have one window on one pane or one screen, and I could have Hyperia running on another screen. The different terminals or different versions of it will talk to each other. I'm going to tell it to do a V split. So it's going to do a vertical split of this terminal. So now we have two terminals in one tab. We can also do an H split on those. There's no point. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can do that. So you can subdivide the panes into multiple windows to be able to view them at the same time and control the layout. I really like the way Windows layouts work. So when you grab something, you get this little layout stuff up at the top, so you can kind of pick how you want to lay it out, or you can just drag it around. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say start Claude in the left pane. And so it's going to start Claude up in the left pane for me. So it's Claude Code starting Claude Code in Hyperia. And so it's wanting to check that the We Trust This folder is a very big folder. We wouldn't normally do this starting it in your home directory. You could, I guess. So it's asking me if I'd like to confirm it, and I'm saying yes, and that's because Claude Code on the right can see the terminal window where Claude on the left is running. And so now we're able to do that. Now make it tell a joke and write a cookie recipe. Now it's going to do that, and then what we're going to do is over on the right, start Nemesis 8 running Codex Interactive. Now we could run Codex in a non-interactive mode. We could just fire off an execution of Codex in that pane, but here we're going to ask it to start it up in here. And we can say skip the update. So it'll know to skip the update. And then we've got yeah, I mean, it just stuffed an extra R in there. It'll sort around how to use it after a time. And so now we're in here and do the same for it. Same prompt. So hopefully it'll remember, tell me a joke and then write a cookie recipe. Why do programmers prefer dark mode? Because light attracts bugs. Now you can see here that the UIs work a little bit differently, but they're similar. Why did the developer go broke? Because they used up all their cache. And then we got a cookie recipe, so we've got I don't know, like we don't have the name of the cookie recipe, so this is just I don't know, it's cookies, brown sugar, chocolate chip, so it's chocolate chip recipe. So different recipe, slightly different recipe. 1 cup of butter, 3/4 a cup, granulated sugar, brown sugar, 2 eggs. It's the same recipe. 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 cups chocolate chip, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking. It's the exact same, except one of them has you cook it at 350. I like this one better because it's a shorter format. Anyway, well, there you go. And I guess I could say something like we have different MCP rules over here, but I think, whoops. We don't have any MCP tools. That's interesting. I don't think we have a configuration file in here, or it's changed maybe. So we still have Hyperia over here. So we could even say, you could even say split your own screen, do H split. Let's see if it can do it. I don't know how it would figure out its own screen. I didn't do the interactive. Oh, so it did. It figured out how to split its own screen. So there you go. And there you go. So that's, I got a little error there because I killed the window, but that's it. That's Hyperia running in, or Nemesis 8 running in Hyperia being controlled by Claude Code. Well, so if you have questions about this, be sure and give me a shout. I'm happy to talk about it. Take care and have a good day.